What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to TV Box Top, the channel for the best reviews in TV boxes and accessories. In today's video, we take a look at the latest release from Superbox. This one is called the Superbox S7 Ultra. This model falls within what I like to call the special category of boxes because its price is not justified by its hardware but by the service it provides. This model comes with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, and it runs on the all-winner chipset. So don't go anywhere, my full review is up next, stay tuned. And welcome back. So in the box, here is what you get in your purchase. You get the latest S7 Ultra model itself. You get a Bluetooth voice remote, one HDMI cable, a 5V DC power adapter, and a user guide. Its design consists of an aluminum metal housing with polished edges and the Superbox branding at the top. For I/O, it comes with one HDMI 2.1 port, 1 gigabit LAN port, one optical audio, one AV port, one IR extender port, a USB Type-C power delivery port, and you also have a pair of Wi-Fi 6 antennas to its rear. At the side, it comes with one USB Type-C port, one USB 2.0 port, a micro SD card reader, and a reset button. At the front, it has an LED display. And below the box has 4 rubber feet with lots of ventilation holes. So upon first startup, you will be greeted with a first startup wizard which features a disclaimer, connecting to the internet, adjusting to fit the size of your screen, and once completed, you are taken to the launcher. So before you proceed, you would want to pair the remote via Bluetooth by pressing the OK button and the back button until the LED starts flashing, after which you can pair to it. If the remote is not connected via Bluetooth, it will still work but in infrared mode. So this launcher is called Launcher 7. It has a very basic layout with large icons to your streaming sections. You have a custom Play Store, along with the Google Play Store, a playback section, and a browser. Below that, it comes with a shortcuts bar. The bottom is where you can access its settings area, file browser, memory cleanup, speed test, you can uninstall apps, a support page, and you have more shortcut quick access options. So for basic system information, under its About section shows that it's running on Android 12 tvOS. Here is its firmware build information, and you have access to developer options. However, when I enable developer options here, there is no option under device preferences to access it. For firmware features, you get up to 4K 2160p at 60Hz when connected to my TV. You get HDR display with an auto HDR feature. You get up to 10-bit color depth. There is a screen rotation feature, but unfortunately it doesn't work. And for hardware video decoding, it shows that it supports HDR10 and HLG. For audio, it comes with HDMI surround sound audio pass-through. However, it does not have any hardware built-in surround sound audio decoders. You get HDMI CEC options, auto frame rate switching. It comes in 54 various languages, and it comes with screensaver and energy saver options. Let's have a look at its system and hardware information. So the manufacturer of this chipset is All-Winner, and it runs on 4GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 128GB of internal storage with Bluetooth 5.0. Its CPU is the all-winner H313/H616, a quad-core Cortex-A53 processor clocked at 1.5 GHz, configured in 32-bit mode. Its GPU is the Mali G31 with OpenGLES version 3.2. Its network adapter supports dual-band 2.4 plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi. Its Android version is Android 12 and the firmware is rooted. Its GPU has Vulkan support API version 1.1. It has an idle CPU operating temperature of around 64 degrees Celsius. And for video and audio decoders, it only comes with 4K HDR decoders such as HEVC, but no AV1 or Dolby Vision decoders. It also has no surround sound audio decoders. For DRM information, it shows that it only has Google Widevine Level 3 with no HDCP protection. For watching YouTube videos, the Android TV version is limited to 1440p resolution only without HDR. It comes with the official version of Miracast, and here I'm casting my Android cell phone to it in HD quality, and it's fast and responsive. When it comes to 4K HDR video playback, you are limited to only HDR10 videos. Other formats will not play with the exception of HLG formatted videos that does not trigger the HLG video feature but defaults to HDR10. So this is HDR10. And this is an HLG video. However, it does not trigger the HLG feature on my TV. It only triggers HDR10, so this model does not support HLG. Also, it does not come with any surround sound audio decoders. So when I attempted to play these surround sound videos, all of them failed to play or produce audio. For Android gaming, this chipset is not a gaming chipset, but if you choose the right game, you can enjoy some light to medium graphics gaming. Now, look at some benchmarks and where it ranks on my TV Box rankings charts. First, its RAM and internal storage. It has a RAM copy speed of 2,523 megabytes per second. Its internal storage has a read speed of 126 megabytes per second and a write speed of 94 megabytes per second. In testing its CPU's single-core and a multi-core performance, the Geekbench 5 CPU benchmark produced a score of 100 single-core and 370 multi-core. In benchmarking its GPU's graphics performance, the 3D Mark Wildlife test produced a score of 127 with a low average FPS of 0.80. And in the Antutu benchmark version 8, because that's the only version that can work on this all-winner chipset, it received a score of 77,168. So those are its benchmarks. Unfortunately, I could not produce accurate Wi-Fi and Ethernet LAN speed tests because my internet service provider was having technical difficulty and I was only receiving half of my bandwidth. So let's now see where it ranks on my chart. So at the time of making this video, the new Superbox S7 Ultra ranks at position 103 with a 3 out of 5 star rating. This rank position is typical of the all-winner chipset, which means it's not high performance, nor is it meant for gaming. It's solely meant for streaming movies and TV shows. So to view this chart to compare all of its features to other boxes in this list, use the link provided in the description below this video. In summary, This latest model of the Superbox S7 Ultra doesn't present anything new in terms of hardware. In fact, it's more of the same. What you do get, however, is the latest version of Superbox's Blue TV and Blue VOD version 7 applications. What this means is better streaming. So thanks for watching. If you are interested in this model, you can get it at 10% off using the coupon code TVBoxStop upon checkout. The link in the description is an affiliate link, so thanks for your support. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This ensures that you receive notifications each time I release new videos, offer second-hand prices, or decide to do a giveaway. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Stay connected and see you in the next one.